Good morning. So the next one it is non-destructive testing. Non-destructive testing is in second unit we have seen the destructive testing in that hardness test. So in particular, destructive testing and non-destructive testing, the major difference is the specimen to be tested is completely destructed in destructive testing. Since it cannot be used for further applications, even though if it doesn't have any defects, but in case of non-destructive testing, the specimen is reusable. So once the specimen to be taken and we have identified the cracks or any defects in the specimen means that can be reused again. So that material is doesn't destructed completely. So that it can reusable, safe, accurate, cost effective and quality control. So there are various stages behind the testing procedures of NDT. So first one is your testing, second one is your recording. So the recording steps involves the monitoring and noting the values of various parameters, reporting, interpretation, comparing and evaluation. These are various NDT methods which is widely used. In particular, today we are going to see about liquid penetrant testing. That is a major topic in NDT testing. In this liquid penetrant, they will use some spray-like liquid in order to find the surface defects. Different types of sources are used for different types of testing. For example, consider in acoustic emission. In acoustic emission, they will use some waves. So the wave, with the help of waves, sound waves or ultrasonic waves, they will use with the help of that particular waves. They will use the specimen to test. Next one is here in electromagnetic testing. In electromagnetic testing, they use electromagnetic radiation. So that is they will pass EMF waves. Next one is your penetrating radar. They will use GPR system. Next one is your laser testing method. The lasik waves are used. So in different types of testing methods, they will use different source. So the visual testing is nothing but by using our NAC dye, we have to detect the surface defects. But only thing is in non-destructive testing, we can't identify the parameters such as hardness, strength, the fatigue, the creep period, like that we can't measure with the help of this non-destructive testing. Only the defect of material, either a crack or defect or any voids present in a specimen that is in metal to be tested, that can be measured with the help of this liquid penetrant testing. In liquid penetrant inspection, it is based on the principle is capillary action. We are already aware of capillary action. Once any type of object, this is the object, okay? So that object is taken into consideration for testing. So this object, if you apply some of the liquids or spray the liquid or any chemical dyes is applied on the surface of this object means, this once the object will have any cracks or voids or minute pores which is present in the object means the only the I mean to say the surface defect, crack and pores. The surface have already some of the liquids or sprays we have already applied on the surface. That liquid will start to penetrate in the object, that is with the help of this capillary action. Okay. That is a major principle behind this liquid penetrant testing. So various types of penetrants are used. So first one is your fluorescent dye which is exposed to UV light. When we expose that particular specimen to a UV light means we can see the cracks or defect present in the specimen surface. Next one is your visible, that is a red dye against a white developer. Red dye, initially they will apply some red dye and they will rub it and they will apply white developer. That white developer will protrude the types of cracks present in the specimen. So this is a visible penetrant. So there is no need to subject that specimen under the any type of special light radiations. Methods used for removal of penetrants will be water washable. So mainly they won't use waters, because once the dye is applied on the surface of the specimen means, if we subject that specimen to a water or forcing the water on the surface means, the entire dye which is present on the surface will be removed with the help of this forced water. So if you use this water as a source of removal means, surely it will rub it off the entire penetrant which is present on the surface. So slightly they will, without applying force, they can apply. So that is the water washable. They have the main thing they have given as a water washable is without forcing the water on the surface, they will apply the water. So without any external force. So slowly they will apply the water means the extra surface, the penetrants will be removed. Next, this is a basic process which is present in the liquid penetrant test. So first one is your surface preparation. You have to prepare the surface. The surface, if the surface will have any paint of thickness of greater than 0.02 inch thickness, and if any grease or oil which is present on the surface means, that can be removed with the help of water. So that is the reason why they have given as a water washable. So next step is a penetrant application. You are going to, similarly we have seen this diagram. This is the clear image of each and every steps which is depicted previously. Now the surface preparation is, if the surface will consist of some dust particles or grease or oil, that can be removed with the help of water in order to make that as a dusted surface into a cleaned surface. Next one is your penetrant application. You are going to apply some penetrants. That penetrant may be dye penetrant or any other like a spray penetrant. That penetrant can be applied on the surface of the specimen to be tested. You are going to leave that penetrant for a dwelling time. So that is your next step. So the dwelling time ranges from 5 to 60 minutes. You are allowing the penetrant to stay for a while, at least 5 to 60 minutes, in order to observe into the surface, inner surface. Next, excess penetrant removal. Once the time is exceeded means, you are going to rub it off the penetrant which is present on the surface by using some waste classes or some dusters or any other wet tissues like that. So in that step, you are not supposed to use any water. This is, they are using rubbing the excess penetrant by the help of some duster. Next step is developer application. In order to project the cracks, that is, in order to easily, if you want to view the particular cracks present in the specimen means, you are going to apply some developer. So the developer will protrude, that is, it is easily we can identify with the help of this developer. So the developer will easily show where the crack will be present on the surface. So developer is normally comes under any dry or like a spray, or you are going to dip that specimen into a liquid containing in the box. So either it may be any form. So you are using some developer in order to make the crack visible. So various types of developers are there, as I said earlier: powder, water soluble, water suspendable, non-aqueous. Different developer applications are there. So if you apply the developer means, once the excess developer will be removed means, it will easily project the crack place which is on the subjected to the specimen. Next, after a 10 minutes application of developer, we can easily identify. Then you are going to inspect where the crack may be present, and you are going to clean the surface. This is a major working of step-by-step working of liquid penetrant test. So first, the advantages will be high sensitivity to even a small surface of discontinuity. That is, either it may be a small minor cracks or major cracks. It is sensitive to that. So easily specify that place of crack, and easy inspection of parts with the complex shapes. Various geometrical shapes can be inspected with the help of this method. It is a quick and inexpensive method. So only drawback is surface defects only you can identify with the help of this method. Subsurface and the inner surface cracks you can't identify with the help of this method.